Hello and welcome to an awesome review. And today we're looking at the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Donatello action figure by Playmate Toys. And man, did I hit the lottery with this one, because if you're paying attention, this figure has two left hands. So yeah, I could try and exchange it. I might if I find a receipt. It's not that big of a deal. It's a little hilarious, a little bit annoying, but it is what it is, and I figured I will still do the review with this figure without trying to exchange or anything, just so you guys can see that, yes, he has two left hands. Things like that can happen, so definitely check out the figures when you pick them up. I would say it's rare, but, I mean, it's not even the same company, but a couple years ago, Red Ranger I got at Walmart had two right thighs, so yeah. Anyways, this figure does come with a good amount of accessories, and to start things off, he is based off a soft shell turtle, which means his shell is very different than everybody else's. Not when you take it out of the package. When you take it out of the package, you actually have this piece on him, which I'll get into that in a second. But without it on, you can see his shell is very different. It's gray. It's really flat. Really, it actually almost feels soft. It's smooth. So very different, and that's because soft shell turtles, well, they have a soft shell, which is what they based him off of, I guess, for whatever reason. I mean, he's, I guess, the scientist guy, and they thought, oh, let's make the scientist guy weak, because that's not kind of a stereotypical thing to do at all, right? Right. Anyways, he does have his little kind of binocular. They're not binocular. The little goggle things. I don't know, on his head, but they can't move up or down. That would have been an awesome touch, but it is cool that they're there. He does have, like I said, the whole bandana thing going on instead of the mask, so he's more like Raphael in that sense, but his little knot tie thingy here is really short. His mouth is closed, and you can see a line there very faintly, but it almost makes it look like he has no mouth. So I just want to put that out there, and again, you guys can see clearly here that he does not have the other hand that he should. But accessory-wise, he does come with his bow staff right here, his tech bow staff, which in the show, spoiler alert, minor first episode, he's the only one who doesn't lose his weapon, so he has his. I haven't gone to the part where he gets his glowing weapon, because I know he declined it in that episode, so don't know where it came from, but it looks cool. Again, transparent. These look really nice for Playmates, for the price. I really like these clear pieces, especially this one here, because it does have a really nice flame effect. And yeah, you can hold these on both of his hands pretty good, though it's backwards on that one, so just pointing that out there. He does have this shell piece, which is like armor for his soft shell, so he can't get hurt as easily, which is pretty cool. It's something he has on the show, so it is nice to see. And this kind of drone looking thing, which I'm assuming it's a drone because it looks like a drone, it's cool. It does plug into the back of this, which I'll just plug in right here so you guys can see. It does only go in one way because it is grooved in, and once you get it in, it is a little bit annoying to get it off. You do have to kind of push it like from the inside, so you can't just take it off too easily, but it is possible. And then you just kind of plug it into his back, and there we have Donatello kind of in his more or less cartoon accuracy, I guess. I mean, it doesn't have to have the drone on, but looks cool nonetheless. The weapons are pretty cool. They're detailed nice enough. The regular bow staff is good. The glowing one, like I said, is amazing. The drone thing looks good, and the shell looks good, and not much else to complain there, you know, look-wise. I think everything is awesome. So, articulation-wise, again, he's pretty good. He actually stands up pretty easily. So, out of all four turtles, Leonardo's the only one that actually gives me problems when it comes to standing up in a vanilla pose. Donatello here, no issue whatsoever. So articulation, he can move his head up just a bit. Let me focus in just a little bit better. There we go. Can move his head just up a little bit, down a little bit, and left and right. It does go up a little bit, as you guys saw, but it's pretty easy to fix, and it's not really that much of an issue if the shell thing is gone. And he does have a really nice pivot on the head, so head articulation, I think, is really good. Arm can go up that much, can rotate all the way around. Does have that single bend at the elbow and the rotation at the elbow, as well as the rotation at the wrist. His legs, again, have that joint thing going on, so you can kick up that much. Kick back a little bit. Turn it to the side. Kick outwards that much. Does have that single jointed knee that isn't great, but it's there. Rotation at the knee and rotation at the ankle, as well as up and back. Again, the only thing missing from these figures is really an ankle pivot and waist articulation, and maybe upper thigh rotation, or just a reworking of that system. I'm not gonna stop complaining about it just because I'm not a fan, but it works at least. So yeah, my biggest thing is I would like to see ankle pivot added to these figures next. Though I feel like this is like kind of the first turtles in this scale and size and everything that have the ankle up and down on the figures. So I can't complain too much. They did improve the articulation. So I'm just nitpicking at this point, but hopefully that's something they add in the future. Like I said, posing him isn't too bad, balancing him isn't too bad. The figure itself looks good. The only real paint I see that's missing is mostly on the gloves. Though I think all of them are missing kind of like strap-ish stuff going on like on the shells and things. But I mean, they do that with every single turtle. They kind of pick and choose where they're going to add paint and where they're not. Again, biggest complaint is just the fact that I got one with two left hands, but that's on me, and most likely you won't see that in the wild. If you do, then it's a bigger widespread issue, but I really doubt it. I really feel like the chances of this happening to anybody watching this video is extremely low to none, just because I don't see it happening. Now, again, it could be more widespread. I really doubt it. But anyways, let's move on to some size comparisons and wrap this video up. And as always, here he is next to the Marvel Legends 2-pack Spider-Man and the SH Figure Art Super Saiyan God Goku. Again, too short, doesn't fit in the line, but now you got your reference. So here he is next to his movie self and his first appearance self. You can see he is barely taller than his first appearance self, mostly just by the goggles, and way shorter than the movie self, which again, waiting for the NECA version, still excited about it, nothing's going to change there. But yeah, it's different. I like actually the green on him a lot more than the green on the movie version, though again, that's just that version of that figure. Again, the NECA one is going to be amazing, and the first appearance one, I like it. I like all of the ones of this version, you know, like this style of them, but the articulation isn't good, especially compared to I just compared to any of the other turtles. They have like the least amount of articulation. It sucks, but they're still pretty cool nonetheless. Next up here is next to the redeco version of the figure and the Battle Shell version from the last series. I actually like this Donatello more than the last series, just in terms of looks. Yes, it is really high-techy kind of thing going on with him, which I'm a little bit back and forward on. I get, you know, he is that style of person and everything, but I don't know, I like it. I do like it. Again, this style on the left is probably still going to be my favorite out of all of the whatever I guess scale you want to put these in. I don't know. I just really like how those look. The last series one isn't bad, but still, something about the new one makes me like it more. Maybe it's the tone of the green, just the fact that he looks a little bit different. I don't know. I like it. And one thing I noticed here is this is the only one that doesn't have an actual holster for his weapon out of all of the Donatellos, plus out of all of the other turtles. He doesn't even have a holster for his bow staff. So a little bit odd. It does have that thing for the backpack, for the drone thing going on, but not for his actual weapon. And lastly, here he is compared to every other turtle in the line, plus the origami foot ninja. You can see here that they all do slightly vary in size. Michelangelo is slightly shorter than the rest of the figures. Obviously, Raphael is the biggest in both body mass and just height and everything. Leonardo, I think, is slightly shorter than Donatello, though they might be closer in height just because it's impossible to get that Leonardo to stand up straight. You can see his knees bend. Makes me wonder if there's something wrong with mine, or if it's like a QC issue, or just all of them. I don't know. Let me know if you guys got Leonardo and if he has the same issues. Anyways, Donatello does look good. You can see that they are all a different variety of green. You know, we have Raphael with a darker green. We have Michelangelo, more like a blue-green kind of going on. A more regular green going on with Leonardo, and kind of a darker thing going on with Donatello. And it's cool. I like the variety. The eyes are a little bit odd to me, but they're cool. You know, the whole wave is growing on me. I am enjoying them. I do still have a few more figures to review here. We have April and Splinter and a couple of the bad guys left, and hopefully the vehicles get released in stores soon. I want to say Amazon's release date was the 1st, which means was yesterday, assuming I got this up on the 2nd. So these figures should be available to order already. And while I'm speaking of it, they all do come with these pizza PowerPoints. I was going to mention that, but keep slipping my mind. Playmates has started working on the website, but if you go to the website and you click on the thing, it still says site in under construction will be up by or before the 18th. So save up those points. I actually have mine sitting on a bookshelf. I don't know what they're going to give out. I don't know what's going to be available, but yeah, it'd be cool to see what's going on there. Anyways, moving on. So overall, I am pleased with the figure. Aside from the fact that mine has two left hands, I would definitely recommend it. I like his look. The soft shell thing looks a little bit weird. I'm not gonna lie, but it is cool that we get like a piece that goes over it. We get that little drone thing. We get a couple of weapons. So accessory wise, it is pretty awesome. Look wise, I think he looks pretty good. I'm still not a fan of the full head bandana thing going on. I do like the masks better than that, and I do wish that the goggles could move up and down. That would have been a nice touch. But again, it's Playmate, so I can't expect too much. Paint wise, looks good. Love the purple. Love the color green on him. And the detail on him is actually really good. On all of them, I always keep failing to mention, like, you can actually see the fingernails on their fingers. The line work on the shells look amazing. The detail on them are all really good, and I like them. Again, I'm not crazy about the redesigns, but again, they are growing on me. So there you have it. Hopefully, be wrapping up the rest of the line pretty soon. We'll see here how that goes. Anyways, in the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed the review. If you did, hit the like button, comment down below, subscribe for more, and I will see you all later. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.